I passed up on the opportunity for a six-figure income, all for the sake of my sobriety. And it wasn't as difficult as you might think. I'll get into that story, and I got another auction win from M-Bar Coins. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sobriety and Silver. I woke up sober this morning because I went to bed sober last night. Today is 1,214 days of continuous sobriety. Day 250 of stacking silver, getting on YouTube, having a blast, engaging with the community. It's just an awesome community. All right. Well, what do I want to do first here? I guess I'll tell you the story, and then I'll show you what I got from M-Bar Coins. This is how important my sobriety is to me, as it should be to anybody who is in sobriety and has struggled a long time to find sobriety. I was talking with a lady. My wife was with me. We were talking to a lady, and she found out, I'm not going to go through the whole story, but basically she found out that my trade was heavy equipment operator. And apparently there's a company here, I'm not going to say the name of the company, they're here in Oklahoma, that is in need, pretty desperate need, of heavy equipment operators and electricians. And what they do is they go around to different areas. It's a cleanup crew, basically. Whether it be a natural disaster or a fire or anything from maybe they're tearing a development down or tearing an apartment building down, something like that. They'll go in and clean up all the rubble. Well, I would have been utilized as someone who would operate a front end loader. And if you're familiar with front end loaders, it's very comfortable. I mean, they're air conditioned, heated, enclosed. I mean, air seats. They're very nice, and it would have been a nice job. But the problem, herein lies the problem. I would have had to leave my home, or my RV, which is our home, and I may be gone for a week, or I may be gone for a month. I wouldn't, I never knew, kind of like you're on call kind of thing. And then you just up and leave. You go where the company tells you to go. You're put up in a hotel. Very well taken care of. You're fed. They take very good care of you while you're gone. And the money is amazing. It would have been more money than I have ever made. And the way it was explained to me by this lady, it was about $150,000 a year. Because you're gone. You're away from your home. And that doesn't bother me as much as me being out of my element, being around people I do not know, being in a hotel room where, I mean, you can just guess boredom would kick in. Maybe you got, let's say you got 100 people there that's working there, and 97 are on the up and up, or going to church, those kind of people. There's going to be those couple that, maybe nothing bad, but maybe they like to go out to the bar and have a couple beers, or go find a bar, or maybe they bring some back to their hotel. So I did something in my mind that if you're in sobriety, if you have ever gone to AA or NA or been to a rehab, I'm sure you've heard the phrase, play the tape all the way through. Play the tape all the way through. So I did, and I played the tape all the way through while we were having the conversation with this lady. And as soon as the conversation was over, I knew that, no, I can't do this. this would put my sobriety in jeopardy. I mean, it would put a big strain on it to be away from home, in an unfamiliar environment, and with people that I don't know, in a hotel room, and it just I play the tape all the way through, and I can just see maybe having a beer or two after being there for a while. You get bored or whatever, and you see some guys hanging out, and they're having a couple beers, and then just saying, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna drink one. Hell with it. I'm gonna hang out with the fellas. I'm sick of staying in my hotel room and watching TV when I'm not working. I just played the tape all the way through, and it just didn't look good. So I did not take it, and I'm not even going to pursue that. The money would have been amazing. It would have been great. It would have been, if I was what we in Alcoholics Anonymous and NA, if I was a normie, and please don't take offense to that. That's just a playful way of a recovering addict saying, if I could drink responsibly, then it'd be different. But I can't. That one beer would turn into me getting fired, sent back home, and not only would I lose that great job, but then now I've triggered my alcoholism all over again. And I tell you how comfortable my wife is with my sobriety is, we were with anybody, you get an offer like that, you're excited, yes. And my wife was making jokes about getting me out of the house for a while and things like that. And then when we got in the car, I said, this would be very, very strainful on my sobriety. And she went, oh my God, I didn't think of that. No, you being sober is way more important than any amount of money there is. So that's something that, if you are in sobriety, when situations like that come along, it's easy. Well, I ain't gonna say it's easy. For me, it was easy. And I hope if you're in sobriety that you put your sobriety first. It may not be an easy decision. And you may want to just say, oh, hell with it, I'm going to take the opportunity. But if it puts your sobriety in jeopardy and you end up relapsing because the situation was not good for you, then not only are you going to screw that situation up or screw that job up, but then you're going to trigger your active addiction all over again. So be very careful with decisions that may jeopardize your sobriety. And I'll give you a quick story of something. I had a little bit of time in sobriety. Now, this was years ago. This is probably, I don't know, 8 years ago. But I had a little bit of time in sobriety, and I was doing good. I was working a night shift job running a plasma table. And I worked 10 to 12-hour nights, 4 on, 3 off. And everything was going good. I seemed to be managing okay, with my sobriety. I wasn't growing in sobriety at all, but I wasn't drinking or using anything at the time either. Well, I had gone since I was sober and all that stuff. I wasn't missing work. I was on time. I was doing a good job, So the company asked me if I'd be willing to fly to Illinois and take a 3 or 4 day class with some other guys from the company on this new CNC machine they were getting. And of course, absolutely, I'd go. It was a great opportunity. Well, I ain't going to drag the whole story out. I was drinking at the airport, waiting to fly to Chicago. Oh, I'm just going to relax my nerves. I'm going to have a drink with the fellas. So over that 3-day class or 4-day class, whatever it was, I put away, probably 3 12-packs. I was calling my wife, and she knew immediately. As soon as she answered the phone and I started talking, she knew I had relapsed. And that came back. When I flew back, it had kicked off, and it wasn't long before I was drinking at work, hiding the bottles in my car, getting pills from people at that job, and various other substances. And it just kicked off my addiction all over again. So I caution you, just be careful when making decisions. If something is a great opportunity, just make sure that you consider your sobriety. Because without sobriety, most everything's going to fall apart. All right, well, M-Bar Coins. Oh, wait a minute. Guys, if you have not liked, shared, and subscribed, please do so, man. We are at 944 subscribers. Got 56 to go. And then we're going to have a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. And it's going to be a copper 1 ounce Pew Pew, or Freedom Seed. 1 ounce Buffalo Round from Coin Shop Chris, which is a great channel. Check him out. And I'm throwing in a 1 troy ounce Freedom Seed. Now that copper Freedom Seed right there is from FG Stacker. And FG Stacker does pours. So if you have not checked out FG Stacker and his pours, when you look at his video, you can see a lot of his pours are in his video. But he also does actual videos of him doing the pours. And this is the latest one I got from him. It's really nice. Really excellent job. So, alright guys. So yeah, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And come hang out with the sober dude. And just, somebody likes being goofy, man. Alright, I won an auction at M-Bar Coins. You guys know I've been talking about M-Bar Coins. And so I got a Morgan dollar. I got an 1880 Morgan dollar for $31.01. And it's not bad. It's the slickest one I have. It's not horrible. It's not as good as the other two that I have. This is the last one I got right here. And then a viewer sent this one. Making a mess here. So it's not horrible. I mean, it's slicker than I thought it was, but it's alright. It's still an 1880 Morgan. So that will make 3 Morgans and 4 peace dollars now. So, slowly but surely, the stack is growing, and the stack is growing, and the stack is growing. I'm loving it. And I love the peace dollars and the Morgans. I had somebody comment saying once I got a Morgan that I was going to be addicted to them. Man, I'm addicted to silver. That's what I'm addicted to. You can tell the difference there. Man, that really shows up on camera. Maybe I ought to be a little more cautious on that. Tell me what y'all think there. How much of value does that lose? Now, I know that's pretty slick, but it's still an 1880 Morgan, but you know, is it something you guys would have paid $31 for, or maybe I just kind of jumped the gun on that one when I did the auction? So, with that being said, I'm going to cut this video off, you guys. You guys have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed Monday, and I'll see you in the next video.